What's up, guys? Today, let's talk about how we can break bad habits and replace them with better habits that can improve our life. So, first things first, breaking a bad habit that you've been doing for a while is extremely difficult. And it can take months and years to fix it because you're going to keep having those relapses and keep having those times when you feel low and you're gonna just fail. But the point of this is to keep overcoming those failures and keep persevering and pushing towards the ultimate goal, which is establishing the new habits that will make you more successful and a better person in your life. Now, some of these bad habits over time can form really bad addictions that kind of drain you over time and they make you a worse person, and you feel like you have no goals or purpose over time because of those addictions because they control you so much. Examples of these are consuming too much alcohol or smoking or drugs or even internet porn or video games or literally anything where you're not getting any value out of the thing. So let's talk about how we can stop these things in three main steps. The first step is to stop. And by stop, I mean to pause and think about what you're doing. Become aware of your thoughts at that time. So think about it like this. You have two brains, the monk brain and the monkey brain. I got these from Think Like a Monk. And the monk brain is always putting the monkey brain in check. Our monkey brain is our baby, the one that's the childish one, the more creative, but also the more vulnerable one that can fall into these bad habits really easily. And the monk brain keeps that monkey brain in check because it tells us that, oh, okay, this is a bad habit, I should not do this. And it's kind of the double-sided thought process that we go through when we're gonna fall into our bad habits. And this is where the second step comes in, which is spot. So the monk brain needs to help the monkey brain spot this bad habit and lead it into the right direction. The whole point of this pausing and becoming more aware of your thoughts at that time is identifying your triggers and being able to say, okay, I'm not going to do this trigger because it's going to lead me to another relapse of a bad habit that I'm trying to stop. What does a baby do when their parents not letting them do something? They cry. They keep crying until they get their thing. As a good parent, as a good monk to his monkey, our job is to follow the monk brain and guide the monkey in the right direction. So how can we be guiding ourselves into the right direction? Let's say I'm trying to lose weight and I have a bunch of sugary food in my fridge. Well, the first thing I should do is throw away all the sugary food because that's not healthy. That's not going to help me get to where I want to be, which is losing weight. The whole point of this guidance is to remove any triggers possible. So you have to first become aware and identify the triggers, and then you have to work towards removing them every day, every time you get this feeling or urge to go into this bad habit. But to be honest, this won't be enough to stop this bad habit because your brain will still want that dopamine spike and will want the same amount of gratification. But the point of this is to allow our brain to think before it acts. And as we train our brains to lengthen the time between the initial urge to the actual action upon the urge is going to allow our brains to make the right decision when the time comes. And to lengthen this time, we need to replace with a habit that will give us the same amount of pleasure, that will allow us to put ourselves into a better position than we were before, and replace our bad habit with a good habit that will give us the same amount of reward and the same amount of gratification, but more long-term, more thinking about how this will positively impact our future in the next 5 years or 10 years or even our next week. So let's go back to the losing weight example. Maybe I've gotten rid of the food, but there's an ice cream shop next door, and let's say I'm right about to go into the ice cream shop because I want ice cream so badly. So this is when you stop, you pause, and you think, okay, this is the urge. I really want to go to the ice cream shop, or I can go to the gym that's a few blocks away. And this is when you allow your monk brain to kick in and be like, oh, okay, I need to go to the gym instead of the ice cream shop. So maybe every day you pass this ice cream shop, but you start making it a habit to choose the gym over the ice cream shop. And maybe you go to the ice cream shop like once or twice every week from going like 4 times a week, but over time you make it 1 time a week or 0 times a week, maybe once a month, and you keep leveling up. You keep choosing the good habit over the bad habit because you're allowing your brain to pause and think about the decision that you're about to make. And the point of this is to fail. You have to fail a million times before you're going to succeed at this, because breaking habits, as I said before, is very difficult, and especially those habits that we become addicted to. But if you kind of make it a game of like, I have to get more wins than losses this week, then you'll be more set up for success. So if I'm trying to go to the ice cream shop 0 times and my goal is to be undefeated, right? 7-0, but I go like 6-1, that's still a winning record, right? We want to keep that winning record and keep stacking those wins on top of each other. So by the end of the year, we'll be 365-0, or eventually we'll be having a winning record to where we're like, I don't know what half of a year is, but whatever, like you have more wins than losses. And our goal is to have a winning culture, right? We want to be winning, we want to be leveling up, and that will get you to a more successful route in life. So what I want you to do next time you're about to fall into one of those bad habits again, I want you to stop, think about what you're doing, then spot your triggers, and then swap with a new replacement good habit. And once you do this, it'll take a year or months or weeks, and once you keep stacking those wins, you are destined for greatness. And that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. It really helps my channel. And I will see you guys next time.